weekend we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free. Be free.
Hey, welcome to the Crushing COVID Daily Show. So good to have you here. So good to have you here on May 23rd. It's Saturday, weekend edition. We're gonna have a little fun today. Let's go. Gotta have the water. If you don't have the water, makes for a hard day. Oh, all right. All right, we are here. It's good to be here. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Crushing COVID Daily, May 23rd. Fantastic to be here. It's the weekend edition. I said earlier that, we're going to have some fun, but I think every day we have a little bit of fun, some good fun and laughs. But today we are going to play the game that we've been playing now for 3 weeks. And it's it's not how to win a million. It's not who wants to be or how to be. It's what would you do with $1 million. And I'll share my screen with you right now. It looks something like this. Do you guys remember this game right here? Yeah, this is basically, what is this? This is a chart. It's an Excel that it's gonna come. Hold on, wait, what? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep track, and we're gonna play a game where we put in how would you spend $1 million, and we'll have a little countdown. You will tell me the title and the amount of what you would spend your money on, and then I will fill in the blanks. In order to play this game, what you have to do is put "pick me" in the comments section. You have to just type in "pick me," and then we'll play the game. You will communicate back and forth, and you'll tell me exactly what goes in the fields, and I will choose the people who are going to play. So hopefully we can get maybe a few of you guys in here, and the lucky people who play all the way through get to win an Amazon gift card. Amazon, great in time for Memorial Day for everyone in the United States. All right. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to do that in just a little bit. But in the meantime, you can throw, if you want to play along, and how would you spend $1 million today? You can pick me in the comment section below and have your chance to win an Amazon gift card. All right, so with that being said, welcome to the CRUSHIN COVID show. I'm so glad you're here. If you are new and this is your first time, what you can do is throw the word new in the comment section below. That way I know and I can greet you and I can say hello. Welcome, my grasshopper. Welcome to the, isn't that how it goes? Thank you, grasshopper, or welcome, grasshopper. How does it go? I forgot. But if you're new here, welcome. Put new in the comment section. That way I can say hello. By the way, if you've already been here, type in been here. If you've been here over the past 23 days, guys, we're almost done. This CRUSHIN COVID show is coming to a close. We have 8 days remaining. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed learning it. Let's put it that way. If you don't recall, my online life coach has told me to do this challenge and to go live for 30 days straight. Here I am, day 23, fulfilling my promises, right? That's what I'm talking about, fulfilling my promises. Evelyn, so good to have you here. I know you've been here. Evelyn's one of our Fearless Millionaire members. So glad to have you here. By the way, if you don't know what Fearless Millionaire is, you could check out the YouTube channel and subscribe to be notified of all the real estate trainings that we have. We also have a private Facebook group where we have a community of other Fearless Millionaire members from around the world, of people who are gaining more clarity, building more confidence, and gaining more cash flow. I am the creator of the Fearless Millionaire company brand. I can't say company, brand. And we specifically work with real estate investors to help in those 3 areas: clarity, confidence, and cash flow. That's what we do. We've been doing it for 10 years. Bing, 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 bing. 10 years since January. I think we hit our 10-year anniversary in January. So it's been phenomenal. We've impacted thousands of real estate investors around the world. Most of it has been offline, actually, all these years. Can you believe it? Most of it has been offline. And now, I wouldn't say now, not now, but like in the past few years, we've been going more online than ever before. So, because, you know, a lot of things are going online, right? Like everything's going online. So that's where we're at, and that's how we're here to help you. Guys, I want to let you know, there is the giveaway. Don't forget about the giveaway. And by the way, if you've already done an entry and you've already entered in the giveaway, you can keep going back and increasing your chances to win. You go to bit.ly/fearless-giveaway, and you will go to a page where it'll tell you everything about our remote real estate investing giveaway. We're only opening spots to 5 people, and it's actually a little special training because we're actually doing group coaching in this training module, so it's going to be really great. Go to that link right there, and you'll be able to enter to win. Now, when you enter to win, you can enter to win with your email or with your Facebook account. I want to show you what happens after you enter to win. After you enter to win, it's going to say, congratulations, you're in. Check your inbox to confirm your entry. Then you can earn multiple entries. You can come back every day and enter, or you can share it on Twitter. Oops. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. You can, all right. You can share it on Twitter. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it in Messenger. You can share it via email. And see, every time you do that, you'll get 3 more entries. When you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get an extra 5 entries. Watch a fun video that's on our YouTube channel, get another 3 entries. If you check here every day for more entries, you get 2. So if you come back every day, you get more. We also just added another video. You can get another 5 entries, and we just added yesterday, like us on Facebook, you get 7 entries. So guys, even if you've entered before, you can go back to that link that's scrolling below, and you can enter back in and do more and gain more entries. The reason why I say this, guys, we have a bunch of people, like I think we're over 100 or 200 entries that people are trying to win this challenge, which is great. I'm so glad. And I know there's people from all over the world trying to win. Here's the good thing. Here's the good thing, guys. The good thing is it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't. I know we got entries coming in from, we had one from, was that Romania? We had some people coming from Uganda. We had people coming in from the US and Canada. We had some, I don't know how, but someone came in from Portugal. Or maybe that was my own. That must have been it. I must have been testing my own stuff. I was making sure it was working. I was like, who here in Portugal? No one here really knows me in regards to the brand, because then I'd have to translate everything to Portuguese. So, but it's been really great to see so many people who want to get in on this, and it's going to be a really great challenge. So, like I said, you're going to want to get to that link that's scrolling right below to enter to win. Yeah, enter to win. By the way, guys, if you want to play, if you're new here and you want to play in our game of what would you do with $1 million, okay? All you have to do, we're going to play this game here in just a little bit. All you have to do is if you want to play, you can already type in pick me in the comment section. And then however many entries come in, I will pick you from the comments section. So you got to be around to play. You got to play to play. Yeah. You know how they say you have to be present to play, present to win? Yeah, you have to be present to win too. You have to play. You have to press comments and anyway, you get the point. Post it if you want to play. If I know we have some people, I remember there was a few people trying to win like 2 times. But no, if you're new and you want to play this game with us, then we can do that. We're going to do that in just a few more minutes. I want to kick it off today with something I just did early this morning. And honestly, I want to be open with you guys a little bit. For the past few months, maybe 2 months. Where am I? Okay, so for the past few months, okay, I want to tell you a few things and then we're going to play. All right. So for the past few months, I've been like swimming in like online marketing material, whether it comes from either YouTube or building an online community. I've been studying, reading, applying, mostly applying, and just go, right? And I felt like this morning I was like, oh my gosh, I need a book. I need some like mindset stuff in my mind so that I can, renew it. So what I did was I logged into my Audible account, and when I logged in, I was like, I need some books. So what I did was I got myself a bunch of books. I'm going to change my screen. Oh, hey, James, what's up, man? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you here. James, I don't know if you're going to play today, but let me know if you are. You just got to put pick me if you're going to play. So what I did today, guys, is I went into my Audible account and I literally just got a bunch of books. Not a bunch. I got like 17 books. And I want to go over these with you right now. Now, wait. Now, you guys probably heard me say before that in 2016, 17, I started going digital, right? So I literally owned over like 2,000 books, all kinds, business, real estate, marketing, sales, all kinds of personal development books. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up either selling, giving away, donating, and all these books, like all of them. I think I only have like 2 left. All right. And some of those are like really, really old copies. And I don't, if I do have them, they're like stored and they're wrapped and all this stuff for particular reasons. So what I ended up doing was I started moving everything over digitally. Now, a lot of these books, I think I have over 300-ish Kindle books, probably more, because I've got a whole bunch of those books on Kindle in paper. Okay. And then I have a whole bunch more, and I probably even have duplicates now. I probably have some in paper, some in ebook, and then I have some in audiobook. But I've also been increasing my audio book library to have, because I'd rather prefer, I like audios, but I also like reading sometimes, depends on the book. So I probably have over 300 books digitally now, and I have over 200 audiobooks. And so what I want to show you is some of these I've already read in the paperback version many years ago, But what I ended up doing was I ended up picking them up again on audio. So some of these I've already read, so I'm going to cover those with you right now and share them with you. So, all right. So the first one right here is The Millionaire Real Estate Investor by Gary Keller. Gary Keller is the guy who created Keller Williams. If you guys are not familiar, let me zoom in here a little bit. Okay. So Gary Keller created Keller Williams. He's got another great book out there for real estate agents. It's called I don't know. I just forgot. Is it The Millionaire Real Estate Agent? I'm sorry, I forgot. It's but you can just type in Gary Keller and it'll come up, and it's a red cover. And then this one right here is The Millionaire Real Estate Investor. Now, I've read this book a while ago, like a number of years ago, but I just picked it up on audiobook because I think I either gave it away or sold it a few years ago. So I picked up the audiobook version. All right, The Secret of the Ages, right here. The Secret of the Ages. Guys, you've probably heard me mention this book just a few days ago. This book by Robert Collier, literally, it's probably like literally one of the best personal development books that changed my mindset. This book didn't come recommended to me from anyone. It actually was a book that I read from another book. It was like I was reading a book and it said, "Oh, check out this book," right? You ever read books and they recommend another book? It was like that. So I read The Secret of the Ages, and it was from a marketing book by Michael Mastodon. I forgot to pronounce his last name. Michael Maston, something like that. And he recommended this book by Robert Collier. And if you remember me telling you just a few days ago where I said, what marketing is, the essence of marketing is all about continuing the conversation that your prospect is already having in their mind. That's what good marketing is. It's just continuing that conversation and giving them a solution. So Robert Collier wrote this book, The Secret of the Ages. And let me tell you, it is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's on a personal development side. You can see the title there, the master code to abundance and achievement. So guys, this is not really like a marketing book, a business book, a sales book, or anything like that. It's specifically personal development. But what it does to your mind, if you believe it, like I did, like I was completely gullible, just believed every word it said and applied it into my life. And lo and behold, abundance and achievement happens. So that's one of the best books. I always, it is a little deep. So I always prepare people for that, because if you've ever read the book, The Secret, about manifestation and the law of attraction, this will take it to a whole nother level. So, but it's not widely read. All right. How to Be a Rainmaker. I have not read this book yet. It was actually in my, my wish list, and I finally just picked it up today. So Unexpected Rules for Business and Personal Success. I don't know. I hope it's good. All right. Position Marketing Classic. I read this book a long time ago, probably when it first came out. So I don't know how many years that was, but this is a great book about marketing and for the mind. It's really good. It really talks about, because, in marketing and in business, I'm not sure if you realize this, but if you're in an industry where it's like overcrowded and there's like a whole bunch of, other businesses, especially like real estate investing, right? After a while, there's like so many different same type of business, especially like wholesalers and flippers and stuff like that. It's just the same thing. So how do you position your company to be attractive and yet be a little different than the rest, right? That's a great book for that. And also it helps you to position for your mindset and the way you see things. It's a really great book. You should definitely check it out. Really good one. Oh, a classic. Oh my gosh. A classic. It's called Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Robert Cialdini has another book that's even better than this one for the masses, called Yes and the Power of Yes. No, that's not the one. No, it's called Influence. Oh my gosh, I'm messing up my titles. See, there's too many books. No, he actually has two other books, Yes and Influence. Now I gotta go check, guys. I'm sorry. Look at me go. Look, but it's the one that's called Influence it's really good. And now I'm thinking, okay, yeah, definitely. It's Influence, and he has another book called Yes. I think it's called Yes, if I'm not mistaken. So you should definitely check out Influence. That's another classic. I mean, that's really powerful. No. He didn't write Yes. Oh, he did. Yeah, it's right here. No, but it wasn't written by him. It was by Noah Goldstein. Oh, and a forward by Robert Cialdini. Oh, that's why I'm getting them mixed up in my head. Okay. So going back here, sorry, I just wanted to make that straight in my life. So Persuasion, great book about influence and persuasion. This is great for everyone because if you didn't know it, you've done persuasion in your life. Most people think like, oh, persuasion. I'm not trying to persuade anybody. That's evil. Well, actually, no. You're persuading people every day, whether you're a woman or you're a man. Whether you're trying to get your first girlfriend, trying to get married, whether you're trying to do a business deal, whether you're trying to close a piece of real estate, persuasion is everywhere. It's happening all the time. That's what marketing is at the end of the day. At the core of it, it's persuasion, getting people to move. In politics, right? Persuasion is really, really powerful. So Robert Cialdini is a great, I think he has a PhD in this stuff. He's really knowledgeable. It's a great read. Read it before, picked it up again. All right, Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dads Retire Young, Retire Rich. Now, I haven't read this book yet or heard this book, but I didn't own it and it was in my wish list. So I was like, gotta get it. Let me get it now. Let me add it to the list. I own a lot of Robert Kiyosaki's books because I used to work for Rich Dad Education many years ago. I was just this was my life. Like the cash flow quadrant was my mindset. It was very, 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 very powerful material. So I highly recommend it. Any of Robert's reads or audiobooks are really great. I was just a great read. Just definitely check it out. So I got to get to that one. Next is Creativity Inc. Now I have not read or listened to this book yet. But it's really about inspiration and inspiring people. I love how they have Buzz Lightyear in there because I've watched Toy Story videos for many years. I love all of them. I think they're great. And I think it was one of the first animation films, wasn't it? If I recall that correctly. And I've always liked Buzz Lightyear. He's always been my favorite character because he was fearless. He had this dauntless attitude. And even though he didn't have everything right, even though Buzz didn't even know where he was, remember? Buzz didn't know what planet he was on when he landed on the bed. But he still was confident in himself and in his abilities, even though they didn't all work right all the time. And even though he made a lot of mistakes, it's okay. He still had that fearless attitude. And that's what I love about him. I really connected with that character. So, so gonna read that one, Creativity Inc. And if there was drum rolls for this next one, how about we do this? There it is. The next one is Unleash the Power Within. Now, you'd probably think I'd probably already own this one by now. Guys, this is the event that I went to by Tony Robbins. This is the event I went to many years ago when I was 18 years old and I walked across fire. I've done it 3 times since, but when I first went, it was that event. It was Unleash the Power Within. Now, the cool thing about this audio, which just came out recently, if you have never bought a training from Tony Robbins, first of all, I'm going to tell you, I highly recommend it. You should buy one of his trainings because most people know Tony Robbins either from Shallow Hal or maybe now the OWN Network, and he's been on Oprah. And also maybe they've watched him on YouTube and they hear a very surface level, motivational speaker level of Tony Robbins. And that's what people think. They're just like, oh, he's the motivational guy. Far from it. What I like about this audio right here is it's 6 hours of the event. Like when you go to the event, and when I started listening to it already this morning after I picked it up, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the event. Now for many, many, many years, Tony has never released live footage from his events. Well, first of all, because it's explicit, like he cusses a lot and it's for a reason. But there's a lot of explicitives. Now, if you have never seen his Netflix special on I'm Not Your Guru, if you haven't seen that yet, I highly recommend it. And that is more of an inside back behind the scenes of how his events go, and you can hear how it's done. This is another piece of that, which I thought was great. So I had to pick it up because Tony Robbins is the person that influenced my life the most, like transformational material. Guys, I'm not talking motivation. This is psychology, okay? This is like beyond every other book I've ever read, right, or any other training I've ever been to, it's Tony Robbins, hands down. It will just impact your life will never be the same. So I had to pick up that one. Now this is kind of new for me. It's from my buddy Sean Cannell, and we're actually in a mastermind group together. And he wrote this book, YouTube Secrets. Now listen, I'm not one to like read books on YouTube. Like I'd rather just like watch it and learn and apply. And just recently, I was going through a YouTube training with another guy in the industry. And I ended up picking up this book just to support my buddy. That was really what it was. I just picked it up and I said, okay, I'll listen to it, support him, give him some feedback, that kind of thing, leave a review. But I don't really know how good it is, but I'm going to listen to it. He provides great material, though, training, Sean Cannell. If you're thinking about, applying YouTube into your business model, into real estate, if you're thinking about applying it into your business in general, whatever business you're in, then I highly recommend it because Sean Cannell does a really good job at teaching YouTube in very good detail. Oh, a classic. Og Mandino. Do you guys know who he is? Have you ever read a book by Og Mandino? He's written a lot of books, and actually he has these like little paperback books. They're very small, they're quick reads. And one of the greatest books that he's written is The Greatest Salesman in the World. That was an amazing book. I love that book. It helped me so much in sales. You should read that book like multiple. I probably read it like 4 times. I no longer have the physical copy anymore, but it's a great read, and I have the audiobook version of it. In this book, he also wrote 2. It's called The Greatest Mystery in the World. I'm not going to tell you about it. I've already read this book, but now I have it on audio. I highly recommend you read it because any of his books, his titles are very simple, but when you get into the book, man, it's powerful stuff. It really is. It'll set your soul on fire. The Experience Economy. Now, I have never read this book. I've only heard about it, and it was a recommendation. So I ended up picking it up, and it's about creating experiences in your business. And it says here, work is theater, and every business is a stage. So if you don't know this about me by now, I'm very theatrical. I even tell my buddies in business and stuff, and when I'm doing marketing and stuff, I like the theatrics. I was a lead singer in a few plays in my church growing up, and I've been a lead singer. You probably guys heard me say this before. I've been a lead singer in a few bands, and I've always had that. And by the way, guys, I didn't grow up that way. It's not like I grew up outspoken and outgoing. Actually, I was the shyest kid on the block. I got probably bullied for it. I'll never forget that kid, Daniel. I'll never forget him. I know he doesn't watch this, but I'll never forget what Daniel did to me that day because I was so quiet, and there was always these group of boys in this city that I used to live in, and they all had bikes, and I was just dying to get a bike. And then I finally got this bike. It was a Mongoose, and it was like silver. It was chromed out because all the other boys had silver chromed out Mongooses. It's a type of bike. So one of the things that, I had to get just to be cool like them, right? Because Daniel was like the leader. He was the leader of this pack, and everybody listened to Daniel. So one day, Daniel decided to make me the mockery of the group, right? He just totally picked on me. And I'll never forget this because my neighbor who had a house on the corner, she had 3 kids. One of the boys named Patrick is actually the kid who helped me get out of this situation. So we're going down the road, right? We're riding on mongooses through the neighborhood, and Daniel, blocks my bike, right? And he's like, "You can't come up here. This is for us only us basketball players," because they all played basketball, and I didn't really play that much. I played ice hockey. She's like, just for basketball players, you can go on, you just go home and do your thing. And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, what ends up happening, they split up. He starts calling me names, right? Daniel starts calling me names. The other kids start laughing. One of the kids up on the porch, I'll never forget, it was a porch. He comes out with like this, like, I don't know, some type of container with red fruit punch, okay? And he just wails it right at me. The whole, like the container, the punch. First, I guess he threw it first and punched, like flew all. It was Kool-Aid. It comes all over me, right? And I'm just like I'm all wet. I'm all wet. And then he chucks the rest of the bottle, knocks me in the head, and I jump on my bike and I start going down the road. All of a sudden, all these kids start coming down the road and I am flipping out. Now, here's the crazy part. My pedals were made out of metal. They were custom bought. Like I bought them. They were like custom made, whatever you call it. Anyway, I bought those. They were metal because all the other guys had metal. Anyway, I am all wet from this like huge chug of Kool-Aid. My feet are slipping the pedals, right? And these are metal pedals and they got spikes on them, like little spikes. Anyway, I slip, my feet slip, it dives into my shins. I trip my bike. I flip over and I land on my buddy, this other kid, Patrick. He didn't hang out with these kids because he was smart. So I flipped over, I fell on the porch, and Patrick was sitting there on the porch. All of a sudden, Patrick comes over. He's like, dude, are you all right? And all the other kids come out, and Daniel is right there. We call him Danny, but his name's Daniel. Anyway, Danny comes over. He's right there, and he starts making these comments. He spits on me, and all the other boys are laughing, all this stuff. Well, Patrick grabs my bike and brings it up on the porch, and then we go we go inside, and his mom's like, what's going on? And his mom's like, I got blood dripping down my legs and all this stuff. And his mom's like patching me up. And she's like, I told you guys. And she thought Patrick was hanging out with us. And Pat's like, no. I wasn't hanging out with them. Nathan, I guess, was down the road. And which was true. And so, I forgot her name. Oh my gosh, I forgot this woman's name. I forgot her last name too, but I wouldn't mention it here. So anyway, she's patching me up. She's like, Nathan, you really shouldn't hang out with those boys. They're not good for you, right? They're not good boys. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, long story short, you want to know something crazy? How many years later was that? I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6, 7 years later, they moved. That whole family moved down the road. They ended up being my paper route customers. Years later, I remember the mom invites me back in and she recalls the story to me and I had forgotten about it. And she's like, do you remember the time Danny, poured the Kool-Aid over you and you were bleeding and stuff? I was like, oh yeah. And yeah, she's like, yeah, and they were treating you horribly outside. I was like, yeah, I completely forgot about that. Anyway, I'm telling you the story. Why am I telling you the story? There was a point. Oh, yeah. So this kid, Danny, and all these other boys in the area, they always found something to pick on me, like all the time. So it was whatever, after a while, it was just whatever, but there was Nathan like trying to be cool or fit in. And so so anyway, I share that story with you because I wasn't like very outspoken. I wasn't the kid like who was, the leader of the pack and stuff like that. So for me, I found different ways that I could be involved in things that would like give me a voice, right? It would be like something I could do that was fun, that I enjoyed. And also growing up, like my mom probably identified this really well because she put me in debate and public speaking training. I don't even know how old I was. I must have been like 15 years old, 16, but I was super shy. I did horrible in debate, but I liked the public speaking part because again, it was a platform that I could speak my message or my voice. So I enjoyed that. And thank God I was in that because over the years, it really helped. But it was a way for me to like get out of my shell because yeah, I had multiple layers going on there. So this book, yeah, that was a long story. But coming back to the story, I've always enjoyed theater and movies and the theatrics of it all. So this is why I chose this book. Yeah, guys, sorry for the long story. It just all came out all at once. All right, next. Let's go back to the other one. All right, ask for more. Ask for more. I have never read this book, but why not? Why not ask for more, right? Sounds like a good idea. 10 questions to negotiate anything. And the reason why this was in my wish list is because, well, I truly believe that when you ask for more, you get more in life. And this is great for real estate investing as well because negotiation is really important in real estate. Although most like gurus don't tell you that. They only want to sell you the what? The sugar. And like I said yesterday, but this gives you know, the opportunity to learn more about negotiation skills. You should really learn negotiation skills, and it's great for everything. It's really a great thing to learn. So I got that book to read. Oh, then we got Nito Cobain. I wonder how he's doing. Gosh, this read is old. It's probably like, I don't know, it must be like 10 years old, maybe 8. But it's a book that I've already read, How to Position Yourself for Success. And I actually almost went to his university in North Carolina. He runs a university called High Point University. It's a leadership university, and they have a great program. I did the whole tour and everything, but it just didn't end up being for me. However, great leader, and he's taught many different types of things about leadership and public speaking and positioning yourself. Really great read. I recommend that. I've read it already. It's a great read. This is Marketing by Seth Godin. Now, I don't think I've read this book yet because I think it's new. And yeah, I think this is a new book. I have a bunch of Seth's books, and I don't think this is one of them. I've read The Purple Cow. There's a whole bunch, guys. But anything Seth puts out is really good. It's really about perception and marketing. Really powerful reads. All his material. I haven't read this one yet or listened to it. I'm going to. Thinking for a Living. I haven't read this book. I haven't heard it yet. It was probably, I think this was more than likely a referral book that I've gotten from someone, maybe, you know, because I can't remember where I heard about this book, but I know that I heard it in somewhere else. It might have been a podcast or something like that. I heard about it and I said, oh, let me dive into that one. Okay, The Hard Thing About Hard Things. This has been a book that I haven't finished. I've actually, maybe because it was too hard. So this book it's really good. It had a great start. I haven't finished it, so I wanted to finish it. And so I got the audiobook. That's all I can say about it. I hope it's good. If you've read it, let me know. All right, The Man Who Sold America. This is actually about Arthur Schwartz. It's about advertising and how, you know, this man who was, and I think it was Albert Lasker. I haven't read this book yet, or it was recommended to me in another in a group that I'm in, a marketing group, and it really has to do with how America was sold the American dream. The American dream of, you know, anything that comes to mind with the American dream comes from that, right? Just like there was another gentleman that I read, I forgot who created it, but it was the gentleman who created about diamonds, right? And how diamonds are perceived to be of value. That was I did a big study about that many years ago. Not only the marketing that went behind that and the reality about diamonds. Diamonds are not worth anything, but the perception of the diamond is worth a lot. Actually, if you were to go, I don't know if you've ever done this before, but if you've ever bought some diamonds, I got some diamonds right here. If you've ever bought some diamonds, try to go back like literally the next day or a week later and try to sell those diamonds to someone else. Good luck. Only the metal is within it. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, you can sell them if you could try. But going back to a jeweler, especially the same jeweler that you just bought it from, that's going to be a tough situation. But no, literally, diamonds are worthless. It's the perception of the marketing that has gone behind it. And that's one thing I really love about diamonds. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but and by the way, guys, we're about to jump in to, we're going to start playing here. That was my summary right there. We're going to start jumping in here to what would you do if you have $1 million? So by the way, if you guys want to play the game and you want to have a chance to win an Amazon gift card, put pick me in the comment section. That way I can get you set up here and we can start playing along. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Okay. So yeah, if you want to play along with this game, then you got to put pick me in the comment section. All right. So I was telling you earlier that growing up, I've always loved diamonds. I used to have a bunch of like diamond necklaces and all that stuff. Yeah, great way to spend money. So that's what sarcasm. So one of the things I studied at an early age and how I found out diamonds weren't worth a scrap of hoot years ago is in doing a study on that was from that. So I started studying about diamonds. I started the marketing behind it, and I've always find diamonds fascinating because of the marketing that was done behind it. To, you know, just the idea. I don't know if you've ever learned this, but the diamonds are forever, right? That whole marketing, the theme and agenda, it's phenomenal, right? That's why. Why do you think today women expect a diamond, or men have to go out and buy a diamond ring? Now, of course, that doesn't apply to everyone. Some people want to choose something different, like amber or whatever, or even twine, whatever you want, right? But the majority, right? The majority of people think that they need a diamond ring, right? Why? You should really study that and that perception. That's what I study, because when the masses do something, when the masses take action on something, you should really identify where the marketing comes for that, right? So check it out. It's really interesting. All right, so let's go. We're gonna play here. If you want to play, what would you do with $1 million right now? How would you spend $1 million today, right now? Let's go. Pick me in the comment section. And I'm going to throw on a little music and grab a little water. And this gives you time to put, if you want to play, pick me in the comment section.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free.
So guys, I'm going to show you how we play this game. If you want to play, this is how it's done. What you have to do in order to play this game is you have to put pick me in the comment section below. And basically it goes like this, right? It goes simply like this. You tell me how you would spend $1 million. So one of the things I'd say, okay, I would say I'm going to, some people would pay off debt. Right, and then you throw your number in there. You tell me how much debt you'd want to pay off. Then, if you want to buy a new car, then we put that in there. Just like that. It's really that simple. How would you spend $1 million? And we'll go through that together, and we'd see how you'd spend $1 million. Like that. You understand? And we'll just keep going and going and going and going, and we'll keep track of it. And that's it. That's the name of the game. How to spend $1 million. How would you spend $1 million? Whoops. So if you want to play, you gotta type in "pick me" in the comments, and you win an Amazon gift card. Let's go. Nobody wants to play. Everybody just wants to watch. Not even James. Nobody wants to play today. All right, guys. That's okay. You don't want to play? It's okay. You don't want to play? It's okay. All right. All right, guys. If you don't want to play, then I'm going to call it a day. A little bit of dance play. I feel like I'm a DJ now, just playing for your pleasure and purposes right now. I see you. Listen, if you want to play, I see your comments. If you want to play, what you have to do is pick me, right? If you want to play, okay? Or I can just choose you. Or you can start telling me what you want me to put inside of the slots here. That's all. Okay, it's okay to be shy. It's okay to be shy. By the way, did you guys see yesterday's episode? Was it yesterday or the day before with Paul Kirch? Did you guys check that out? That was a really a great episode. I really liked it. I miss having Paul around. We would pretty much be more active. Oh, that's like so slow. That sounds so slow. Look at this. This is like. Anybody got a candle? Anybody got a candle? Anyway, we did have a good episode with Paul Kirch just the other day, and that was really good. I guess we got no players. We got one interested but doesn't want to play. Sorry, guys. Not my loss, but maybe we'll play next time when you're ready, folks. When you're ready. But yeah, we had a great training with a great interview last week with Paul Kirch. He was on the show, and also next week we have Sarah, who's Sarah Taliban, who's coming on the show as well. She's a real estate agent, and she's going to be talking about the market conditions right now, what's happening, and what she's seeing also as an economist perspective. So that's going to be really good. That's going to be on Monday, I think. I forgot the exact date, but I'll announce it tomorrow. We're going to be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, weekend special. And if you want to play the game tomorrow, you can, and I'll keep your name private. No, but if you want to play again tomorrow, we can. Guys, have an amazing, blessed Saturday. I'm wishing you the absolute best. Glad I could share favorite reads. By the way, I'd love to know what your favorite read is. You can simply do that by maybe posting it below. What are you currently reading? Maybe a book that you like. Post it in the comments below. And have yourself a great weekend. See ya.
I'm a fearless millionaire.
I am 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 a fearless millionaire.